Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Mr. Everything Unstoppable. It's your boy, Mr. Everything, and today I'm here with the Texas Ranger, WCW, Mr. WCW Texas Ranger. Chad, thank you very much for everything you've done for me. Working with East Coast Championship Wrestling. I met you guys way back in early August, and we did some shows, and we did a big benefit for the Honor Guard, and then we did a big show for Bullying. Give the folks in the airways a little background about you.
I started wrestling back in the spring of 1989, and I was trained by the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. Manny took me up and down the road with him and got me a shot with WCW, and then later I worked a few times with ECW, and then eventually with WWE after the sellout. But wrestling career has been rough. It's painful on my body. You know, I'm old now, so can't help it. But all in all, had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Now, give us a little background about East Coast Championship Wrestling.
East Coast Wrestling was started back in 1997. I started back in 1997 in Belmont, and Belmont's always been good to me. All the fans there, I love them very much. They do a lot for, us. Of course, you've seen as the Bullying show how effective we get in Belmont. So Belmont's an awesome town. I've been in Japan, everywhere. So it's been an adventure, but it's starting to come to a halt because of the knee and some of the injuries I've sustained over the years. So we'll see. Hopefully this year we'll see what happens with the knee, and maybe I can do a few more shows. As far as wrestling, I know I'm going to promote, but as far as wrestling, I don't know.
Right. Now, we also linked up with Pro Wrestlers Against Bullying. It's a big tour that we actually going to start doing in the near future. Give us a little feedback about what really got you into doing a tour called Pro Wrestlers Against Bullying.
Well, my girlfriend Kim is the one that came up with the idea as far as bullying, and then she intertwined Pro Wrestlers Against Bullying, started a Facebook site, and it took off. So we started doing the schools and helping the kids in the area, and but that in itself is very painful because all the suicide in just our vicinity in our area. We lost a little girl not too long ago in Gaston County, and it's one of the things that if you're not tough inside, you got to be tough inside to even handle what comes along with that situation. But we got a thing in Gaffney, South Carolina, February the 9th, with Pro Wrestlers Against Bullying. They've contacted us. We got some stuff coming up in Maine. I had to look at the schedule, but we got a bunch of stuff coming up, and hopefully we can get the word out. We got to get the word out. Ain't no doubt about it.
Definitely. Now, this is where I actually met Chase Stevens when we did this show back in August. So I definitely appreciate you for putting me together with good people like that, 'cause Chase really helped me out with a lot in my career as well. And big shout outs to you, brother.
Chase is good people.
Very good people.
Crazy, but good people.
Don't fall asleep around him.
No, don't fall asleep around him. Don't leave your phone around him either.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't hear what they do?
No.
Oh, brother, that's a long story.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in the next episode. Alright, so this is another episode of Mr. Everything Unstoppable. I just came through, and spent the night with my good friend Chad over here. Now we're on our way to Asheville for Journey's big competition, and then back to Mount Olive for Coastal Plains Championship Wrestling, where I'm going to compete for the Cruiserweight title. Alright? So check us out next week, Mr. Everything Unstoppable, Texas Ranger.
Remember, don't be a bully.